Hey everybody, it's Jason from the Texas Gun Vault, and once again I'm coming to you with another product review. And in today's product review, we're going to be taking a look at another red dot optic. And this is an optic that would probably find a good home on an AR-15 or other modern sporting rifle. And this is coming from a company that I have reviewed quite a few other accessories from and have been very impressed with, especially for their value. And this company is Feyachi or Feyachi. I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce it. But this is the V30 Red Dot, and based off of all of the other information I have found online, I think we have a lot of stuff to unpack here. This has a lot of options and a lot of things in the box. So I'm excited to see how it performs. So we will unbox this, see what it's all about, mount it to this NS15 AR-15, take it to the range, see how it works. Then we'll come back here to the garage, talk about what I discover, and give you guys my final thoughts. So let's go ahead and unbox this. So let me go ahead and adjust the camera. So here's the box this red dot comes in. It should be noted it does say made in China on it. I know some people are going to have issue with that, but I argue, and based off of my experience, that these Chinese red dots are about where the American and European companies were at about 5 to 10 years ago. These have really come a long way, and they've done a good job at reverse engineering that better technology. So hopefully this one will be pretty good. We do have the optic here. Let's go ahead and open this up, take a quick look at it. It does come with a low mount. Looks like we have a kill flash on the front. We have our adjustments on the side. Looks like we have the tool built into those caps to adjust it. Hopefully these are going to be click adjustments. That always tells me that the optic is of at least medium quality, but let's see if it does have the click adjustments. And yes, we do, and they seem to be pretty darn firm. So we'll test that out in a little bit. We have the battery compartment here on the top. The glass looks pretty good. Okay, let's see what else we get in the box. We have some lens covers. Looks like we get a higher mount, and I'll probably end up using this with this AR. So we'll change that over. Looks like we get some tools, some screws, a battery. We do get the user manual, the V30 Red Dot Sight, and we do get a cleaning cloth. So that's what's in the box. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at this optic. There's really no writing on it whatsoever. It does seem to be well built. The finish on it looks pretty good. Let's make sure that the caps come off the turrets here. See if we discover anything about it that we like or don't like. As I said, it seems that the adjustments do have clicks to them. The one on the top does as well. Let's open this battery compartment. And there's already a battery in there, so they give you an extra battery. So let's go ahead and turn this on, and it looks like we have some buttons here on the side, an on-off switch in the middle, and we have a down button and an up button to adjust the illumination. So let's see if I can get this on camera. So let's go ahead and turn it on and then turn the power up. And of course, the camera is not going to show you a clear dot, but you can see it is working. And let me look down it and see how bright that dot is. That is actually a very clear dot. So it looks pretty good. So overall, I'm pretty impressed with it. So let me go ahead and adjust the mount, change that out. Then we'll mount it to this AR-15, see how it looks, and then maybe we'll take it to the range and see how it works. And changing that mount out was really easy. There's just 4 screws on the bottom. It seems to be on there very secure. I do like the way that it looks. You can see the branding on the side, and I went ahead and put on the lens covers as well. I think overall that's a pretty attractive looking package. Let's go ahead and install it here on the AR, and we'll use the same tool that we used to change the mount with. And let's go ahead and tighten this down and just make sure it is secure on the top rail. And there we go. So that is what it looks like. Seems to be on there really tight, no issues. So when it comes to its function and basic settings, this is everything you would want in an affordable red dot. So let's take this thing to the range. I'll start off shooting it unzeroed, see how easy it is to zero, and then we're going to see if it maintains that zero. And also, after putting a few rounds through it, just make sure there's no flickering, there's no other problems that I discovered with it, and I'll come back here to the garage and tell you what I discover. And with this first test, I simply wanted to see how easy this sight would be to adjust. I already showed you earlier, we do have click adjustments. They're very strong, and these adjustments seem to be very responsive. So in no time at all, I was able to zero this optic with no problem, and just using the caps as tools. I do like that they are built in that way. Now, something else I noticed when I took it to the range was the kill flash really diminished how much light was coming through the optic. So for the rest of this review, I am simply going to remove it. It just unscrews. And I think unless you are in an environment where you have a lot of light or really need a kill flash, it is probably best to simply remove that. So now let's go back to the range. Let's put some more rounds through this rifle, and I want to see if this optic is going to flicker at all. Because normally when it comes to these more affordable or budget optics, flickering is a problem, especially if the battery can move in its compartment. So let's go back to the range. Let's shoot this gun kind of fast and see if we discover anything else about this optic that might be a problem. And I did not experience any flickering, and also I wanted to test to see if the mount was going to remain sturdy. It's only held on by one screw, but it seems to be working just fine. So far I'm having no issues with it, and it seems to have a comparable performance to many other optics that are about twice its price. It just seems to be well built. All right, so the next test I want to do is go back to the range, and I'm going to set out the target at 25 yards. I'm going to shoot this using the bipod, see what the best group I can get with it is. Then I'm immediately going to do a quick mag dump, and then I'm going to set the target back out at 25 yards and try to shoot the same group. And if this optic is cheap, if it changes zero, if the mount moves at all, we will definitely see something happen. So hopefully it's going to remain sturdy and hold zero. So let's go back to the range and see if it passes this test. And I think those results tell me everything I need to know. For a budget optic, this works just fine. The dot is clear, the glass is clear, the mount is very secure. I have no problems adjusting the sight at all, and there's no flickering. Now, is this going to be a go-to-war optic? Probably not. If you're looking for something that can be thrown out of an airplane and go to war with, you probably want to go with an aim point, something that's going to cost in the $600, $700, $800, or $900 range. However, this is a very affordable optic, and if you're just somebody that's going to go to the range and go plinking with a basic AR-15 and you just want an affordable red dot, this might be a good option for you. I would definitely recommend looking at it. So on my star system, how would I rate the Feyachi V30 Red Dot? Well, I'm going to give it 4.75 stars out of 5. The only reason I deducted any points is I kind of feel like the kill flash is a little bit too thick and it obstructs your view too much, but you can easily remove it. But this optic seems to be well built. I like the dot, it works, the controls are easy to use, the adjustments work, they seem to hold zero. I have no problems with it. And like in the opening of this video, I was mentioning that many of the Chinese optics today are where the American and European optics were 10 years ago. And they were pretty good 10 years ago. So I really feel like these have come a long way and offer a great value to gun owners on a budget. So 4.75 stars for the Feyachi V30 Red Dot optic. It's pretty darn nice. I experienced no issues with it. I like its function and its features. So this might be something to look at, as I mentioned, if you're on a budget. So let me know in the comments section below. Do you find these affordable optics worth it? Have they worked well for you? I would love to know. And as always, thanks for watching.